Happy Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, everybody. Welcome to 2025. It's the new year. It's the 7th day of the new year. 7th day of the year. And boy, oh boy, we have a big update for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, sorry I haven't been uploading lately. My battery of my computer has gotten bigger, so we have to replace that right away for safety reason, so it doesn't explode and catch fire. So plus by the time I did that, I got really sick. So I got really sick after I did that, like immediately after we come back from the trip. So I've been resting and recovering from my sickness. I feel so much better today. You may hear me talk a little bit foggy and coughing and stuff today. That is me recovering from my sickness. So sorry about that. I will hopefully be as good as new again within the next video too. So just wait. Thank you for your patience and let me get into this update. Now, before we get into the future, we have to talk about the past when we got some serious ice storm, which brought over 1,000 people were power for parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Indiana, and even Virginia is the hardest hit of an ice storm. So that was pretty crazy. Glad it's all over, but I feel bad for those people without power down there from the ice storm, because they're going to be hit by a single, even in the naked low temperatures tonight. So if you guys live over here, I hope you have your propane and stuff and ready to go for tonight. Anyways, there's also a huge tornado risk across the southern United States. So already there's a huge tornado risk, even for this winter, which is really rare for this winter. So very surprising storm and a snowstorm across the Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio and stuff like that. So that's going to be probably one of the biggest storms of the year to remember. But let's talk about the future now, because you can see all these lakes over here across the northeastern United States, across the Great Lakes in the northeast. That's the lake of that. So lake of that snow is coming down there right now. So with a positive PNA, so that's going to be a pretty big cold parting, which we will not leave. It will not leave anytime soon. And look at that, January 9th, tomorrow. That will be a big cold front coming through. So, but watch this. As we reach through tonight, you can see we got this more of a piece of energy coming down. That's the clipper and the moisture border up in Texas. That's the south part. And what's going to happen is that it will create likely a next snowstorm for across the central, eastern, and southern United States. So this will be something that we do need to watch for over the next few days here. So let me time this up for you. So 7 a.m. This is 1 p.m. on January 9th, and you can see here that this will start to get stronger, potentially start to create some snow here for parts of Oklahoma and Texas. Some moisture will be colliding and bringing up together, collide with some cooler, more drier air clipper system coming down from the northwest here. And then as we reach through 7 p.m. January 9th, it will develop a low pressure system. This will start spinning, and this will bring in maybe some rainstorm across the Arkansas, Louisiana, and the whole eastern Texas, even snow in Texas as well, which is pretty unusual for this time of year if it's further soft like that. So, and then as we reach through 1 a.m. on January 10th, this thing basically just gets worse. Has to be Oklahoma, Arkansas, and I think Minnesota over here. So it will be something that we do need to watch for in this quarter, with a potential 6+ inches of snow. And we got this low pressure system potentially developed some severe weather range across the coastline of Louisiana and Texas over here. So we'll need to watch that. And then at 7 a.m. on January 10th, that is a Friday here on 7 a.m. and you can see this storm will start to collide together. There's a more low pressure system jet, there's a server, and this will start to create a line across the central United States, and this will be moving across the eastern United States. So as we go forward through this 1 p.m., this will be a heavy snowstorm from central Georgia, which is actually pretty rare. The more south of this goes, the more Georgia this will be hitting. And then when we got Tennessee will be getting hit by this. Some lick of snow across the Great Lakes. Basically across the line there, but the hardest hit areas will be right there. So that will be something to watch for. 7 p.m. on Friday here, you guys can see this storm move to the east, entering Indiana, Ohio. And then 1 a.m. on January 11, this will be headed into West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee here. And we got this ice storm for the South Carolina, Mobile, Georgia, South Carolina, and several North Carolina as well. So that will be something that we really need to watch for. 7 a.m. on Saturday here, we got this two piece of jet energy storm collide together and will be pushing east here with a cold front start to push south here, guys. So this will be something that we do need to really watch for, this cold front and this cool air. And then 1 p.m. look at this from 1002 to 990, whenever that's 3 hours. That is a rapid pressure drop, which means we could get a blizzard across the central New England area, Pennsylvania, New York, and into the New England area along the coastline. And look at this will have more continue to rapidly drop into 982, 971, and this will continue east, bringing a potential blizzard across the Atlantic Ocean. If this were to move inland, then we will probably be watching like a potential foot of blizzard snow across the New England coastline. So this will be something that will be historic if we watch this, along with some more lake effect snow coming down across the Great Lakes area over here. Positive P&A look. And then this will continue to move up as we potentially bring in another clipper coming down here across the Great Lakes area, bringing more lake effect around the 13th, 14th, 15th of January. And then another clipper system for the Great Lakes area that we do need to watch for. And then after that, we got this big storm that will be developing here, starting around 10 days from now, and going through at least one of the biggest blizzard in history, which I have some good news for you. This blizzard will not going to be as strong because this is too far out, so we got that for now. So look at the year marble now. So you can see today, tomorrow, January 10th, and this storm will be hitting Texas, Louisiana, and potentially pushing more south as well, especially snow into more of South Carolina, more of Georgia, South of North Carolina, and then this will potentially move east, and this will not bring a blizzard because this will bring in like a storm out to the sea. So if your solution is correct, we could get some lake effect and not that big of a snowstorm. So I will be very proud of this as this moves out of here. But if GS marble is correct, and if it pushes a little bit more in, then we're gonna have a lot of problems here. So we are watching this really closely, and if anything changes or pop up, you will be the first to know. But other than that, we got this again with the cripple system coming in for 13, 14, 15. And then we got this another cripple system on the 16. And then on the 17 here, we got nothing to date. So, we got nothing to date here. So, that will be basically it for the storm. Other than that, we could get locked into some more cold air, less snow. Or if we get to a more mild air, then that means we can get to some more snow. So that will probably be something to keep an eye out for over the next several days. So here's take a look at the GIS temperature model here. This is for tomorrow the 8th, today the 8th, tomorrow the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and look at this. This may bring in more below average temperature, but look at this. 9 degrees in Indiana, so sorry about that. 9 degrees here in Indiana, so that will be cool as all times. Bringing that to you, and then we will bring down back cool temperatures. And then after that, bam, we got this more cool air coming down. Potentially bring in 30s in Florida here. In fact, Miami can get down to the 30s, which is pretty unusual here for very rare for this area here. And boy, this model was showing a potential for snowfall for the Key West, which has never happened in history. That is with this big expanse of cool air, but unfortunately they're not showing that anymore. But is of course a big thing we have to keep watching for. And then that's the end of the model one right here on the 24th of January, and you can see that will probably be the end of sight. So it's not just me who has predicted this, it's the Client Prediction Center as well. This is their 6 to 10 day temperature outlook for January 13th through the 17th, and you guys can see this very cool air, like more to the west, even across the Alaska, and colder to the east here, bringing down a cool air to the east here, especially during the southeast part of the United States, could see very below normal temperature. 8 to 14 day outlook from January 15th through the 21st. Again, very warm across the west, they are positive PNA, and very cold to the east, especially the southeast, could get into some below normal temperature. So, and then this is a week 3 to 4 day outlook, and that will be once again very cold air. So from January 18th to the 31st. So that will be one of the biggest cool airs there is probably in a very long time. I'm not saying it's going to be history, but this will be probably for a very long time. It was showing a history, but it's not showing that anymore. But it's still showing really cool air, severe cold air. So that will be something to watch for over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Anyways, here is a snow update for all the way up through the December 20th, 2024, and for this year. And you can see the West has been getting into some snowstorm across the Rocky Mountains. And then the Northwest here into the Northeast, the low pressure system came down, decreased it as it comes down. But as we go through uphill, you can see some heavy snow across the Northeast, and some lake effect here as well, which is one of the rockiest broken lake effect there is, at least for our area here. So I can't believe that. So that will be. But hey, if we get more snowstorms, like this is just to December 20th, then this could be the most above average winter in history. So that will be pretty awesome for us here. So stay tuned for that. Keep us updated, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Whoop.